Vicky had a plan on how to remove this piece from the chessboard. She underestimated her brother's wife. This little puppy had claws, and the claws were sharp, she told herself. But I am the one to remove not only the claws, but bodily remove the puppy from this place, she promised herself. As she made her way to the kitchen, Ophelia was in her bedroom, trembling more out of anger than shock at her reaction to the aggravation by her sister-in-law. This woman cannot come and threaten me out of my husband's house. She's too small, Ophelia said, and if she thinks she can pull any stunts, she will have herself to blame. Not long after, the butler came. He knocked on her door. Yes, who is it? Ophelia asked. Madam, it's me, Adrian. Oh, okay, Ophelia said, getting up and making her way to the door to open it for him. Yes, she said. Madame, I brought you your maid. This is your personal maid. Her name is Cordelia, the butler introduced. Oh, nice, Ophelia said. Come in, Cordelia. Thank you, Adrian. As she stepped into the room, Ophelia closed the door. Cordelia, how are you? I'm fine, madam, the lady answered. The girl was a bit timid and shy. Please sit down, Ophelia told her. The girl sat perched at the edge of the chair. Please, Cordelia, don't call me madam. Between us two girls, you can call me auntie, but please don't call me madam, okay? Okay, auntie, the maid responded timidly. So, what am I expected to do in this house, Cordelia? Ophelia asked her. Madam, you don't need to do anything since you're on your honeymoon. You are expected to be with your husband, the girl explained to her. But if my husband decides not to stay around, what should I do then? Ophelia asked. Cordelia smiled, wondering why this woman wanted to put her in a tight corner. Auntie, you can read a book, or you can go for walks. The land is vast, she told Ophelia. It was at that moment Ophelia remembered the garden. That reminds me, Cordelia, do you have a garden? Cordelia nodded in response. Oh, good. That is where I will spend most of my time. Can you take me there now? Ophelia asked. Yes, auntie, let's go. The two of them got up and made their way out through the maze of corridors. Once they came out and back through a door at the back of the castle, there she saw the garden. Roses, lilies, carnations, beautiful flowers, all spilled with their fragrance. Oh, I can die here, Ophelia said to herself while Cordelia was looking at her appreciatively. Auntie, I see you love flowers, or is it the garden? She asked. Cordelia, I actually love flowers and I love gardening. I will spend many hours in this place, but I wish there was a gazebo. What's a gazebo? Don't worry, you will know what it is when my husband comes. I'll tell him I need a gazebo here. He would know, and when it is put out here, you'll see it. Then you and I can spend time chatting and talking, all right? Auntie, that would be nice. So she stayed a while in the garden, smelling the flowers, feeling free, and feeling like she was in her comfort place again. Why do houses like this have gardens? She wondered. Anyway, as she spent her time here, she knew she would not miss home. Cordelia, let's go inside. Is my husband's sister done with breakfast? Has she eaten? Yes, I think she has eaten. Okay, then I'll come and eat because I'm very hungry. Lead the way, Cordelia. Oh, okay. As we are going now, Auntie, we'll just go straight there because the food is already on the table, so you can eat, and if anything has gone cold, I can warm it up for you. Oh, thank you so much. They walked through the garden path back again. Ophelia thought to herself that she would never find her way to this garden without Cordelia. They got to the kitchen and then into the dining room. Ophelia sat down and Cordelia brought her a mug, hot, fresh toast, and poured a pot of hot coffee. Milk? Sugar? Cordelia asked. Everything, Ophelia said, and she had breakfast. When she was done, she called out, Cordelia, let's go to my room. I just need someone to talk with. She went with Ophelia, and when they got to the room, Ophelia said, Tell me about my husband. Who is he exactly? Madam, he was in the house today. Did you see him? Yes, Cordelia. He's this handsome one, isn't he? You just think he's handsome? Yes, he is, she said, laughing. Tell me honestly, Cordelia. I can say he's nice. He's a good man. He's very kind and attentive to all our needs. Everyone here loves him. There isn't one single person that has a problem he can't solve. He's so good to us, Cordelia said. Okay, I hear you, Cordelia. What does he do? He does a lot of things. He has so many companies. What are you saying, dear? Yes, many companies. The ones you know of and the ones you don't. You won't believe it, but maybe one of these days you should ask him. All right, I will. I will truly ask him. When do you normally have lunch in this place? We have lunch any time from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., 3 p.m., sometimes 4. It depends on when the boss wants to eat. Oh, all right. Okay, so if you are not with me, what do you do? I'll stay in my quarters and wait for you to call me. How do I call you if I want to? Oh my, there's a bell. Yeah, that won't do. I can't do that. You know what? Please always check up on me so that whenever I see you, I will remember what I want to say. Okay, let me leave you to go rest. You just go to your quarters and rest. Anytime you feel rested, you can come and check up on me. Thank you, Cordelia. It's so nice to have a friend at last. Thank you. Bye-bye, Cordelia. With that said, Cordelia walked out. Not long after, Ophelia's husband, Alexander Prescott, arrived. She didn't hear his car driving because the mansion was made of stone with walls so thick you could not hear even thunder. But the next thing she knew was someone knocked once on the door and opened it. As he came in, his eyes were everywhere. "Excuse me, Mr. Husband, don't you knock?" Ophelia asked. "Mrs. Wife, did you hear me knock?" "No, you only knocked once. Am I supposed to knock 15 times? You forget this is our room." "We're both here. Please don't start that. I'm done with all your teasing. I'm no longer interested," she said. "Well, ask me like the sweet wife that I know you are. Ask me about my day," Selena said. "How was your day?" she asked grudgingly. "My day was nice. I was thinking of you and thinking of your lips." "Really? Are you going there right now? I'm not interested in your cheesy lines, please. You told me I couldn't go to work, but you went to work, and you call this a honeymoon, Alexander? If you want me to stay with you, sweetheart, all you need to do is say so. Whatever you need to say it, and I'm all yours." "Okay, let me give you a kiss." No, 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 no. Ophelia moved back with her 2 hands stretched before her, ready to push him away. Alexander laughed. "One of these days, very, very soon, you will beg me for this kiss I'm offering you for free now. You don't want it now, but you will beg for it. How was your day?" "Now we're talking," Ophelia said. "Thank the good, dutiful wife that you are." "My day was okay. I had 2 meetings, one for investment, one with my partners." "Alexander, what do you do exactly?" Ophelia asked. "Curiosity, they say, kills the cat. Why do you want to know so much in such a little time?" "Alexander, don't I have the right to know who you are? You are my husband. On the day of the wedding, it was Alan at the altar. Maybe I should have spoken to Alan. Maybe I should talk to Alan. Please tell Alan I want to see him because he was there at the wedding. He's the one I know. I don't know you. Whether you are lying, I don't know. Whether you are lying to me, I don't know. I want to see Alan. Please let Alan come to me." Alexander's eyes turned dark, became like stones, and went cold. "Are you telling me you are falling for Alan?" Ophelia looked at him. "See, who is talking about falling or whatever? I said I wanted to see him. He represented somebody on the day of the wedding. He is going to show me who my husband is. Don't you think so? Even when your husband is introducing himself to you, you refuse to understand. You don't want to understand. What's your headache?" As they continued with their banter, there was a knock on the door. Alexander turned to Ophelia. "Who can that be?" "How would I know?" "Okay, I'll check," Alexander replied, shouting, "Come in." The door opened. It was his sister, Vicky. "Oh, Alex, you're back!" she exclaimed. "Yes, I just came back." "Ophelia, I just came to see you." "Okay," Ophelia replied. "I'm so sorry for what I did in the morning. I'm sorry. My brother told me not to upset you in any way, and I did not listen. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Can we start all over, please?" Shock made Ophelia stand rooted in one spot. Vicky went to her and held her. "I'm so sorry," Vicky said as she hugged Ophelia. Oh, is all well in paradise? Ophelia thought to herself. Even as Vicky hugged her, she was planning what next to do for her. This plan was mostly about her leaving her brother, but she was thinking about herself as she hugged Ophelia. Thank you, sis. No problem. Let's start over. Sis, have you eaten? No, not yet. I think it's about time. Okay, let me get into the kitchen for you, please. What? Alexander's wife in the kitchen? Never. What did I get those maids for? Never. Don't let me find you in the kitchen, all right? Her husband yelled in disagreement. Yes, my husband, she replied helplessly. When I'm done chatting with him, I'll come out and meet you later, okay? Okay, was all Vicky could say as she walked out of the room and shut the door. It was like she had taken bitter medicine. The sight felt bad to her stomach. This girl was a kid. How did she do it? That appearance in the kitchen just got nullified like that. Okay, Ophelia, you want to meet me? I'm coming with a bang, she said as she walked off. Alexander, tell me about yourself. Please don't keep me in the dark about you. What do you do? I'm trying to live according to your rules. Tell me who you are really. I know you don't like me calling you the pizza delivery guy, but tell me who you are. Okay, my sweet wife. My name is Alexander Prescott, the husband of Ophelia Prescott. I have several companies. I actually have lost count of them now, and I run errands for my wife. That's what I do, her husband said with a flourish. Ophelia wanted to give him a slap at his last comment. Alexander, I have nothing more to say to you. You are impossible, and I will not waste my time with you anymore since you have refused to tell me who you are or what this marriage is all about. When is the contract ending, please? Contract? Which contract? Alex asked. This contract marriage. Isn't this a contract marriage? It should have a termination date. I want to know when that is, Ophelia replied. This is not a contract marriage. I told you that till death do us part. This one is forever. It's you and I.